My fiancé vanished the night before our wedding and a year later, he showed up with a story that made my blood run cold. So I28F was supposed to marry my fiancé, Ethan, to 9M, last summer. We'd been together 6 years, totally in love, and everything was set. Venue, dress, family in town, all of it. The night before the wedding, we had our rehearsal dinner. Ethan seemed off, quieter than usual, distracted. When I asked what was wrong, he just said, "I need some air." He kissed me on the forehead, walked outside, and never came back. By midnight, I was freaking out. His phone went straight to voicemail. His car was gone, and no one had heard from him. The next morning, his car was found abandoned near a forest preserve about an hour away. No wallet, no phone, no sign of him. The police assumed he ran away. I didn't want to believe it. But after months with no trace, no card activity, no calls, nothing, I had to move on. Then, exactly 1 year later, I was in a coffee shop when I heard someone say my name. I turned around and it was Ethan. He looked like a completely different person. Skinny, sunburned, with this hollow look in his eyes. He started crying, saying, "I tried to get back to you." I couldn't even speak. He said he'd met some people online. A few days before the wedding, a group who lived off-grid, prepping for the end of civilization. He claimed he went out to see them the night before our wedding just to clear his head. But once he got there, they wouldn't let him leave. He said they took his phone and ID for his safety, told him the world was collapsing, and that if he left, he'd be taken by the wrong people. He said he finally escaped months later after a fire broke out at one of their camps. I didn't believe a word of it until he showed me scars around his wrists. They looked like deep, healed zip tie marks. Then he said something that still gives me chills. They told me they sent someone to the wedding to make sure I didn't try to leave. I asked how he'd know that if he wasn't there. He said after he escaped, he found one of their old phones and on it were photos from our wedding day. Photos of me, the guests, my family, all taken from a distance. When he turned the phone over to the police, they confirmed the pictures were taken that morning from the woods near the venue. Now he wants to start over. But I can't shake the feeling that maybe he didn't really escape. Maybe he's still part of them.